Hi, my name is Eliana, and this is my testimony of how I came to know the Lord. I was raised in a Christian home. I was the daughter of two missionaries, and I grew up learning about the Lord, going to church every Sunday, reading the Bible and praying as a family, and going to different meetings in church with my family. As a child of amazing parents, living for the Lord and for the spread of the gospel, I learned a lot about the morals of Christianity and what it looks like to be a good Christian kid. And there was a lot of pressure to be the good, perfect Christian kid. And to be honest with you, I was really good at it. I was good at covering my brokenness and my imperfections from those around me, but I didn't know the Lord and I didn't know what it truly meant to walk with Him. I lived most of my life knowing about Christianity, knowing about the Lord, but not truly knowing Him. I said I was a Christian, but I often judge other Christians for their actions and the way that they were behaving. In high school, I built a strong image for myself as the person who didn't really cause any issues or wasn't involved in any issues, but the person who helped solve all the issues. Without realizing it, I was playing God, taking control of the lives of those around me and solving all of their issues so I didn't have to think about my own. I fell into a pretty deep depression, and there were several months of my life where I lived in constant fear, scared that I was going to die in my sleep and wake up in hell the next morning. I knew in my heart that I wasn't walking with the Lord, but I didn't know how to change that. I didn't want to admit to anyone that I was struggling or that there was anything I was having an issue with. So instead, I chose to just bottle it up and keep going, acting like my life was perfect when it was actually falling apart all around me. As I reached the summer before college, I realized that something in my life needed to change. I couldn't keep living this lie of pretending like I was perfect. So I decided it was time for something to change. So one day, I sat down with my dad and I decided to actually do something about it. I told him that I didn't know what I was doing with God, and I felt like I was far from God. And he told me that something that really stuck with me. He told me that in order to know God and to actually hear from God, rather than just thinking you're talking to Him and not hearing anything in response, you have to actually sit down and listen to what God is saying to you. It was such a basic truth that you need to listen to someone in order to get to know them and to hear what they're saying. But for some reason, I'd never thought of that in relation to the Lord. I'd always thought of the Bible as a chore or an extra credit assignment, but not a gift from God that He gave us to show us that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. I spent so much of my life shooting for perfection, and I forgot the entire point of the gospel. That we all as sinners are broken and imperfect, and we need a perfect God. The perfect God that loves us so dearly that He sent His Son to die for us as a sacrifice for our sins. And this is a truth that I found to be worth rooting my life in. In college, I experienced a deep joy and peace from the Lord as I began to truly walk with Him and truly know Him. I felt the full love and grace of God, something I never thought I would actually have for myself. He is a God of restoration, and He has given me a purpose in life of worshiping Him, a worthy purpose. In this world of sin and darkness, we will never, ever reach perfection, no matter how hard we try. And yet God invites us into His presence, telling us that my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9.